Red, blue, purple light. Friends. Red, blue, purple light. Friends. Facts. Red, blue, purple light. Friends. Red and blue, purple light. Friends. Facts. You can get to know the ledger, sacrilegious Sunday to Melanin Monday. You can get to know the ledger, my love. Just open your third on Thursday. Lord, the food, the art, the clothes, the Vatican's getting exposed fast. We put the show on the road. You better stay on your toes. I was till the land focused on the ego. Then I open my heart, let go of the ego. Grand after grand, we stacking up these C notes. Facts, facts, yeah. We gon' put this shit on our backs. Facts, facts. We in your city, pull up where we at. Facts, facts. Peace, love and light. Peace, love to the family. Peace, love and light to the family. Peace, love and light to the family.
These days and time, black man, is going to be the time that you have been waiting for. You came here for a reason. Whatever pressure, whatever adversity, whatever the fuck you feel, I don't know what you feel, but whatever you may be feeling is going to push you, and it's going to provoke you, and it's either going to make you or break you, similar to how pressure busts pipes or the shit makes diamonds.
Peace to the family, peace to you and yours. Peace to the family, peace to you and yours. Welcome, 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 welcome to another episode of Melanin Mondays. You are now rocking with the best. Yes. This is your brother Red Pillar reporting live and direct. Let me know how we sound on the audio, y'all. Let me know how we sound on the audio. And that song that you just heard, ladies and gentlemen, that is the Facts remix by the 44 Tops. All right. That's not me singing. That is the Facts remix by the 44 Tops. So yeah, shout out to the 44 Tops and shout out to the Facts remix. All right. We here, we in the building, we live and direct. I'm talking about we outside on the south side. It's a good 8 o'clock p.m. show. You know what I mean? We're gonna get this thing cooking. And we're going to get in and we're going to get out. We're going to get in and we're going to get out. You know what I mean? We're going to come in, we're going to handle the business, and then we got things to do. You feel me? But I got the bro coming through, Sharif, Anail Bay. You know what I'm talking about? It's been a minute since the brother graced the platform. He's on a world tour. You feel me? He done burnt up Billy Carson's couch. Then he went over to Black Magic. He burnt that up. So now he's coming over. He going to burn this up. And then he's going to keep burning couches and keep burning them. You know, yeah. We got work to do. You know what I'm saying? We got work to. So, yeah, man, that part. Let's do the sound. Let's do the roll call. And let's see who's in the building and what. And let's get this thing going type shit. You know what I'm saying? Let's get this thing going. You know what I mean? Type shit. So shout out first and foremost to BK in the building. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be right. It wouldn't be right if it wasn't Brooklyn in the Brooklyn. Shout out to BK. You done know. Shout out to Bowie, Maryland. You know what I'm talking about? Happy 100th birthday to the El Malik Shabazz. The quadruple OG. What are we talking about? Seminole, Florida in the building. Bishopville, South Carolina. Charlotte in the building. We got Cincinnati, Ohio in the building. Is this San Antonio? San Antonio, Texas to Houston, Modesta. We have Hawaii up in this thing. Shout out to Hawaii, Baltimore, be more, you know what I'm talking about? Be more careful type shit. Malaysia type-ish. New Jersey Drive. Tampa in the building. Maryland, Cincinnati, East Flatbush, the Shad City. You come on now. Jacksonville, you know what I'm talking about? What up, doe? You know what I mean? Jamaica, Queens. Tulsa, Oklahoma. You feel me? We got Indianapolis. The Bahamas is in the building. And all of that. Rhode Island. Shout out to Rhode Island. You know what I'm talking about? Daytona in the building. Shout out to Daytona Khalifas. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to Norfolk. Shout out to Roosevelt. Shout out to Harlem. Shout out to P-Town, California, Massachusetts, New Jersey, New Jersey, and all of that. You know what I mean? Jacks, yeah. Shout out to all of y'all. Spinners up in this thing. Shout out to Spin City. Yeah, man. Shout out to Spin City in the building. All of my KTLians. You already, I met a few of y'all that's strong in at the Malcolm X Fest, and we'll talk about that moving forward and whatnot. Y'all was making y'all presence known. Shout out to y'all. You feel me? Massachusetts in the building. Cali in the building. Daytona in the building. We got New Bedford. We got Philly. We got Chicago. Come on now. What we talking about, man? The family is tapped in all over this thing. You feel me? It's a global affair. You know what I'm talking about? It's a family affair. Type shit. Yeah, man. So that part. Duval. Georgia. I mean, Georgia. So yeah, man, shout out to all of y'all. I appreciate everybody's presence and whatnot. I'm glad that y'all was able to pull up in this bitch safe and sound and ting. You know what I'm saying? For the family that's not here, shout out to y'all. I hope y'all can make it next time we do something. For the family that's gonna get here later on and whatnot, shout out to y'all. We still see you. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I mean? We still feel you. You're still here with us. But we here live and we gonna hold court. We just gonna warm this thing up for y'all. So when y'all could come up in here, y'all could just warm up the leftovers and eat that plate of food. Shout out to the mods. Shout out to the mods. We can't forget y'all. Shout out to the mods. Shout out to Copper Moon up in this thing. Shout out to my mods. Holding it down. You know what I'm talking about? Holding it down. You feel me? H-Town. Doodoo Brown. Shout out to H-Town. Shout out to everybody. Yeah, so first and foremost, we'll get this thing going. I don't even know if I want to get into the kitchen. I'm going to wait for the OG to come. He's our good brother Sharif is he is a teacher, so he's wrapping up some of his teaching, and then he's gonna come up in this thing. So we'll just warm it up before he gets here and whatnot. We'll just warm it up before he gets here. Ain't caught you in a live in a minute, but we here. Yeah, man. The month of May. It's just been one of those months, you feel me, where, we've been having some Melanin Tuesdays, some Third Eye Fridays, some Third Eye Fridays. It's just a little, it's one of those months. It's like a, you know what I'm saying? It's one of those months, but we definitely are getting everything in order. I feel like June is going to be a little more, getting ready for the summer. Now, check this out. For the family that's in the building who might not, because they like, yo, I'm just seeing you for. So if y'all have not tapped in lately, let's do some announcements and whatnot. Let's do some announcements. We do have a big event coming up. We got a big event coming up called Big Avel. We got a big event coming up, y'all. Big event. You know what I'm talking about? Big things. You know what I mean? Big things coming up. And to be honest with you, the timing of it is somewhat perfect. Why? Man, if we didn't need this right now, I mean, smack me if my name is Jack, because we need a gathering right now. We need ourselves a gathering. Why, Red Pill? I feel like we need a gathering because it's a lot going on. It's been a lot going on. It looks like there's going to be more going on. And really, to be honest with you, the best thing that we could do right now is just catch up with one another on a bigger scale than just a few people linking up and having some so a smoothie together. You feel me? We need to link up. One of the most powerful thing that we got going for ourselves and whatnot as a network who is trying their best to actualize being a community. The best thing that we got going for us, those of us who do magic, is the fact that we're still able to gather. It's not, they haven't made that illegal. That's the best thing we got going for ourselves right now. You feel me? When anybody would be like, yo, Red Pill, what have y'all built? A multi-million person network. Excuse me. You know what I'm saying? And they'll be like, well, if you got all of these people, why y'all niggas don't have an island yet? I'm like, damn, fam, you need to stay alive and stick around, my nigga. This is a movie, not a sitcom. It's going to take a while. What you in a rush for? You know, we just getting started. You know what I'm talking about? Don't be so much in a rush. Ask the ladies. Slow it down. Always wins the prize, right? They say the slow stroker, the slow, what is it? It's a saying about the rabbit and the motherfucking hare. But you know, you got to take your time. You know what I'm saying? You got to take your time. Just ask around. You can't be rushing things. You know what I mean? So we got to take our time. Slow and steady wins the race. God damn it. That's that good old that's that good old backwoods talk. You know what I'm talking about? That's that. You know what I mean? Let's go back into the, you know what I mean? Shit. Slow and steady wins the race. So we building things up. You know what I mean? And we you know, so boom. We going back to Stone Mountain, y'all, on the 28th of June. All of the little ones will be out of school, hopefully. You know what I mean? This give y'all enough time to get a little bit of time off. You know what I mean? Say, let us free. Give us free. You know what I mean? Go to the tall Israeli and say, give us free. You know? Give us free. And come through. This is free 99. Niggas is not going to have a motherfucking cup out trying to gather your coins at the base of the mountain. It's free. Only thing you got to bring is your spirit. You know what I'm talking about? Because we definitely going on top of that mountain to cook up. You know what I mean? Bring your apron, my niggas. This one gonna hit different. Bring your aprons, my geniuses, because we got to cook. We got to get in the kitchen, my G. They playing games in our faces and whatnot. You know what I'm talking about? The ancestors is calling. So, you know, coming to our house, we're gonna make sure that we make sure everything is right for y'all. You coming into our house, you know I'm talking about. This is our, we built this. This is our house, and we'll take care of y'all when y'all come to the A, and we're gonna make sure everything is good. But the minute y'all get to the top of the mountain, like Spin City said, ushers, lock the doors. Minute you get your ass to the top of the mountain, hey, ushers, lock the door. Hey, y'all not gonna get off this mountain. No, I'm just playing. It's gonna be epic though, man. It's gonna be epic though, man. You feel me? Like, we're gonna eat, you know what I mean? Spiritually. And you already know. Smoking Stacks will be making a special appearance. That strong end, I promise you. Rumor has it there's a motherfucking juke joint in Atlanta with our name on it. The Smoke Stack Juke Joint. Oh man. So we'll keep you updated on that. We'll keep you updated on that. I don't want to go too far ahead of myself. Right now, the message is get down here to the A for that strong end. You feel me? Get down here for that strong end, and we're gonna work it out. We're gonna work it out. We're gonna make sure when y'all come up in the building, everybody leaves ATL with everything that they came for, right? It's right after the summer solstice. What up, Slauson? I hope to see you out here too, young lady. You know what I'm talking about? In a good old ATL. You know what I'm saying? That good old reverse migration, coming back home for some lemonade and whatnot. But I promise you, it'll be right after summertime, summer solstice and whatnot. We're gonna light it up. We're gonna charge that grid up on God. You know what I mean? Because once again, there's a lot of work to be done. And the work that we got to do can't necessarily be done YouTube and whatnot. Conversations that we need to have. I don't think that I want to have it on a live. You know what I mean? I really don't think I want to have it. Let's link up and chop it up. Let's get on top of that crystal and whatnot. Everybody will have representatives from each of their states. You see how we do the roll call. Whenever we do these things on Stone Mountain, I meet people from all over the globe. I shit you not. It feels like the exact roll call, the replica of what I'm doing. It's like that in real life. People is coming up to me from everywhere. Even this strong end at the Malcolm X Fest, Dallas, Mississippi, Alabama. People coming to me from all over, fam, just to be right there. So it'll be the same. It'll be the same. We'll see family that we haven't seen in a while. We'll see probably people that we'll never see again, right? Some people will meet for the first time and they'll never unmeet one another. Like they'll meet people who will be with them forever. There's people who met on the first Stone Mountain trip and they pushing baby carriages right now. There's people who met on the first Stone Mountain trip and they besties and whatnot, got the same hair color type shit. Feel me? I've seen a lot of that. You know what I mean? There's people, there's elders. I'm seeing elders who came on the first trip, and every time something pops off in Atlanta, whether it's a festival or a meetup and whatnot, they're there. They're there. We're going to do some yoga. We're going to do some drum work. We're going to do some screaming. We're going to do some yelling. We're going to do some breathing. You feel me? We're going to do some affirmations. We're going to do everything that needs to be done. And there was a video, there was a lecture, there was a classic lecture that just took place with Dr. Phil Valentine, and my good brother, Professor Griff, and Blue Pillar, my twin. And Dr. Phil said, make sure that you protect yourself going up on that mountain, because them people, they not that happy that we up there, you feel me, disrupting their energy, because they put a lot of ritualistic energy in them crystals on that mountain. And that energy that they put into them crystals is not energy that's beneficial to our growth and development. Can you get some shadow boxing up there? Can a bird fly? Can a fish swim? And somebody just said, is there beautiful black women at the thing? What do you wear for the event? Don't wear polyester. Don't wear nylon. That's what you don't wear. Don't wear any of the fabrics that are not considered a super fabric. The preferred fabric is linen, right? Linen. You might not want to dress up like you a Jamaican with the crushed linen suit, but the preferred fabric is hemp and linen. The hemp is heavy, so you might be sweating like a runaway goddamn what's his name? Kuta Kente. Yeah, linen is preferred. Or you get the cotton with the holes in it, like Shabba Ranks and them niggas. Yeah, linen pants, cotton top. Like, you want to come dressed like Maxi Priest. You want to come dressed like an Ethiopian, my G. You want to come dressed like you about to come and meet the Ark of the Covenant type shit. You know what I'm saying? But I call these super fabrics. And super fabrics allow your quote unquote, what they call your energy body, right? It allows your energy body to vibrate at a frequency of 5,000 hertz, right? You need that. What does polyester have you vibrating at? 0. Come on now. Don't judge me. I'm not here judging people's outfits and they drip and whatnot, because then they'll be like, damn, Rebbe getting real personal and whatnot about my underwear, my garments and whatnot. However, I was just saying this to the brothers who buy underwear from the gas station. No wonder divorce rates are so high. My nigga, that is not the cheat code. That's the opposite of the cheat code. That'll get you divorced real quick. Polyester drawers and boxes are a no-go. It takes away from your performance. It takes away from your performance. It's messing up with the testosterone counts. You understand me? And your skin can't breathe in the polyester. I won't even start getting into the women with the wrestler suits on. You know what? I'm going to stay in my lane. Shit is real uncomfortable outside as it is. I'm not going to talk about the ladies with the wrestling suits, wrestlers from Tesla. We're not going to get into that. But legend has it, those Lululemons that I went to the mall and paid a lot of money for, because that's what Pink Pill is into. She want her Lulu, right? I was ready to get back to cotton reparations. They had me in there calling up the squad from Brooklyn like, yo, y'all niggas know where they sell Lulu, what is it, Lulu apples at Lemon? Lululemon? Yeah, I'm putting in an order. Because, yeah, shout out to the God. Yeah, the wrestling suits. You understand me? Them wrestling suits. Shit can't breathe in there. And I'm not here to judge, but the yoga pants and the wrestling suits are a dub. Just walk with me. I don't want to embarrass anybody. I don't want nobody to feel embarrassed. But my man, that's not it right there. Sis, that ain't it. I don't know if they got linen thongs. I don't know if they got linen thongs, or I don't know if they got linen. Just throw the sundress on with some Timbs. You feel me? Yeah, just throw on the sundress with some Timbs and let's go up the mountain, because you know, if I make the gym, if I make my appointment at the gym enough times until June 28th, I'm going topless. No judgment. You know what I'm saying? Schoolie Red is gonna represent for the niggas. You know what I mean? Knocking on 50. You know what I mean? With the tank top or the topless. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, the Timbs on the I'm looking for, you know, they got the shoes that's shaped like feet. That like black dudes who be fucking with Becky's wear. A lot like the archetype of the dudes that wear the type of shoes that I'm talking about, they're like Becky magnets. You know, the shoes that are shaped like feet and toes and whatnot. Yeah, put those on. Put those on to climb the mountain. But you better not wear nothing with no sole on it, because my nigga, you're gonna be slipping down the motherfucking rocks. You and we can't save you. You know what I'm saying? If you fall upwards, we could save you. But if you go downhill, I don't know if we could save you, fam. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. If Vibes Cartel and Popcorn pull up with some Clarks, nigga, we sending them home. But I think that if you a Jamaican, if you like if you a real yardie, like if you one of the yardies that got you down with Chief Cuffy in them, and you like a maroon, yeah, you could climb a mountain with some Clarks on. Them niggas are like billy goats. They be climbing on the side of shit with Clarks on. You're good. But if this is your first time, don't do it. Don't do it. You better put something with some grip on it. I'm saying sundresses and Timbs until it's you feel me? Until it's up. You know what I mean? I'm saying sundresses and Timbs, but dress light. Dress light. We gonna do a polyester check on the way up, my nigga. You know how they got the diamond testers? Niggas gonna break out the motherfucking polyester testers and be like, nah, you can't drum with us, fam. You can't drum with us. Oh man. Oh Lord. Man. My brother Sharif just hit me up with some crazy news, man. He said one of his students got a broken arm. You know, he does the kung fu. So I don't know. We got to find out if he's gonna make it this one. But y'all don't have nothing to worry about. You know what I'm talking about? If something happens and the good brother is not able to make it at the moment, you know what I'm talking about? We'll be able to bring him back on mañana. It's just a lot of work on my behalf. But guess what? You know, I like doing this. I like doing it. So it's not a problem. And it won't stop the conversation that we're going to have tonight because I put together a presentation like I kind of knew, you know, make sure everything, you know what I mean? But we did it. We did it. You know what I'm saying? We did it. So we'll be able to handle it, you know, and if my brother got to come on mañana, then that's just what we're going to have to do. You feel me? That's just what we're going to have to do. Let me see something. Let me see something. So I'm gonna let him hit me back, and we're gonna see what's up. Yo, who is in St. Louis for this? Whatchamacallit? They said it was a tornado that tore the whole shit up. Like, I need a report from the ground, man. This weather. What's going on with the weather? Like, is this shit for real? Did it? What part of St. Louis did it rip through? What part of St. Louis did it touch? You feel me? Biden has cancer in the pooper, right? And the man, what's going on, fam? Joe Biden is on the way out. He said he got aggressive cancer. Is this how we're gonna start it? She got a basement in St. Louis. The only way that she survived. Oh shit! So it hit through the hood. It hit through the hood. Did Unc 607 bring the tornado with him? Gene Deal says St. Louis is looking like the Ukraine. Stop it. Stop it. Are you serious? Oh my goodness. Don't tell me it was in Sexy Red Hood. What the fuck? Roy said, I'm 18. I'm addicted to porn, Red. I'm in St. Louis. My cousin died. I need help. I'm gonna send you my email. I'm gonna send you my email. Because you do come on like every week and say the same thing. You know? Yo, if Charleston White DM me and was like, oh, is Yaki okay? Yeah, we got to reach out to the brother Yaki. Somebody check on Yaki, y'all. What's going on, man? What's going on? I think 607 Unc, he brought the hurricane about because he's just be out there saying anything. I think he's bringing the tornadoes to St. Louis. He's worse than fucking Sexy Red right now. We gotta pray for the city, y'all. We gotta pray for the city. Pray for St. Louis, man. You know what I'm talking about? Pray for the loop. Pray for the loop. But if Charleston White was like, yo, Brother Red, we want to bring you on a tour, I can't go. I would love to, but I can't go. I'm not gonna be on a tour where they clap at this nigga. You know what I'm talking? And I ain't talking about clapping like a like a seal either. I ain't talking about this. I'm talking about this. You know what I'm saying? Just my luck. I opened up for the nigga, and the goon squad come that night for him. I can't. You know what I'm saying? I just can't. Shout out to him though. You feel me? And his crazy ass character and the life that he's living. You know? I think they said DJ Academics is trying to get into comedy too. Everybody want to be a fucking comedian. What the hell? I ain't mad at them. You don't talk about? You got to do something. I would rather people laughing and crying. Right? Works a little better. I'd rather these niggas laugh than cry. Because what make you laugh also make you cry. But it's a lot of crazy ish going on, man. I ain't gonna hold you. Like, it's a lot of ish going on just over the course of a few days, man. You know, just over the course of a few days. This shit is going crazy. But let's get into it. Let's get into it. If Sharif comes, then he'll be here. I told him, no worries, bro. Do your thing. You know what I'm saying? And when you're ready, just tap in. He got the link. You feel me? So that's how it is. You know what I mean? That's just how it works. But I'm gonna get into the presentation of thing and things. Just give me 1 minute. I'm literally multitasking as I speak to y'all. We need another Morris round table. I agree. Shout out to Baba Taj Tariq Bey. You know what I mean? We do need another Morris round table. So they had a sandstorm in Chicago. Let me hold on, man. As I talk to y'all, let me pull this shit up. Shit going crazy. They had a sandstorm in Chicago, a tornado in St. Louis. What the hell? What the fuck is going on, fam? A sandstorm in Chicago. I mean, I know it's some dusties out there, but nigga, it got that bad to where it was a sandstorm from out of nowhere. I never heard of that shit. I heard that it's a windy city, but god damn it, what are we doing? This is May, right? And I wanna ask a question, right? Because I'm not, I might not be paying attention, right? I might not be paying attention because I'm in Atlanta and I might have been sleeping on the wheel before, but for anybody that lives in Atlanta, walk with me, right? I know that every morning they have something called morning dew, right? People are familiar with morning dew, especially those that got jobs and shit, because y'all wake up early and y'all got to see the morning dew, right? And of course, if you sell crack and strip, right? Because you're coming out the club around that time. But anyway, the morning dew is a thing in Atlanta, right? There's this thing called a morning dew. The morning dew is everywhere, right? Because in the morning, the water comes out, it's a dew. And that's cool. And this is something that I was used to, right? Like I was used to the morning dew. In my backyard, we have the lawn chairs in the back. So literally, like every rising, when I decide that I want to get up and go outside, maybe a wake and bake, I will notice if it rained because the chairs would be wet, right? But something interesting happened this strong when I was in the A. I noticed that there's something called nighttime dew. There's a moistness in the air in Atlanta that happens at night. And I was like, this is some different shit. I don't really recall it being, a nighttime dew. Like where, what the hell? And the way that I could tell that there's a nighttime dew is because I was at an event this strong and both days at the end of the day, right, when I was getting ready to pack up, all of my stuff was wet. It was like literally damp. And that's not from the rain, because the rain came and went, and then we brought our stuff out and everything. So you would think that it was the rain, but it wasn't the rain. There's some type of dew that's in the air. And I asked people, and I was asking like farmers and shit, people that had overalls on, like, yo, is there such a thing as evening dew? Like, you know, I know about morning dew, but is evening dew a thing? And they were like, nah, not really. So I'm investigating, you know what I mean? I'm asking questions, but I'm low key trying to find out, is this some new shit? Is this a thing? Like nighttime dew, you know what I mean? So if y'all know anything about it, if you've been able to see that, you know, let me know. Let me know. What am I seeing? You know what I mean? Because I've been on this planet and I don't remember nighttime dew, especially in Atlanta, you know? Am I tripping? Like, is this a thing? Have I just been, you know, have I been like sleeping on the wheel? You said that's from the moon? Humidity? Nah, it wasn't humidity. It wasn't humidity, because it wasn't really humid like that, you know? And then you have this whole thing that happened with the pollen. The pollen went and acted a fool and was showing it its ass. You feel me? The trees out here was just going crazy. You know what I mean? That I need a girl in my yai. That's what the trees are saying. I need a girl in my yai. The trees, the trees are fucking gooning out here and leaving their pollen everywhere. They're not even cleaning up. People is sneezing and going crazy. Somebody said it. It was all that. Yeah, I mean, mind you, I am in Atlanta, so that dew could have been the residue from a lot of baby oil that they be out here using in Atlanta. So you do have to look out for that. Yeah, is there still a dust cloud in Chicago? My Chicagoans, is there a dust cloud in Chicago still? Because that looked very crazy. You niggas was looking like y'all was in Dubai. And yes, where have the bugs gone? Where are the ladybugs? It's May. I might have seen 3 ladybugs. The butterflies are late. They in Alaska on a late checkout type shit. They didn't even come back. Where's the butterflies? Where's the lightning bugs? I literally should be able to look out my window right now as it gets dark and see the bitch light up. We're literally in May. When do the lightning bugs come out? After the solstice? Where's the lightning bugs? Where's the ladybugs? I know the bugs that sound crazy, the circadian, they come out late, they late bloomers, whatever. But where's the ones that fly into you that's mad big and doofy and whatnot? You know what I'm saying? They just fly into you and fall out. I don't see that. Where's the bugs? You know what I'm saying? Like, where's the bug? I see people that look like bugs, but I'm not seeing bugs. I got questions. It's just a bunch of curiosity. I'm just mad curious these days. You know? Yeah, either they hiding from somebody or they got stolen. You feel me? They getting trafficked and whatnot. Let's get into it, man. Now, for all of my white folks in the audience, y'all know what I'm about to say. Niggas do not go through hell. We don't. Hell is not it's not a nigga plague, right? Hell, that's some shit that visits white folks exclusively. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know why. Because y'all into ice and whatnot. But hell, when I see shit hailing, I know. I don't even gotta go to Zillow. I know who lives there.
Now, I'm willing to bet when you have golf ball sized hail that if we had the technology, I know the odd person has, but are they putting it to use, to actually test the composition of what these ice cubes are made of, what's really in them, how much heavy metals are in them, and other polymers and contaminants, and I'm not just talking environmental or accidental, I bet you there's something in there. And this is the exact reason why we also need to be detoxing, because they're finding barium, strontium, and aluminum on the top of Mount Shasta and Mount Everest. How's it getting up there? Well, they say it's just from the industry. There's another angle to this story, but that can't really be discussed here. And this is why I take superfoods like the hot water purified shilajit from chalk, which is proven to not only detox heavy metals, but it stimulates the production of new brain cells. It boosts memory. It optimizes your hormones. It's pro-fertile. And there's 5,000 reviews and over 10 different clinical studies. Plus, if you're seeing this video, Chalk is giving away free $100 bags of their organic chocolate powder with qualifying purchases. It's organic cacao, it boosts brain function, it increases your gut microbiome, it's pro-fertile, it has a ton of antioxidants, really good for your pineal gland, and it's delicious. Comment free below and check your DMs.
These niggas be selling all kind of shilajits and fucking powders and shit, bro. This is where the tornado hit St. Louis and did the most damage. We're learning more about where the tornado hit St. Louis on Friday. The storm was about 20 miles long and first touched down around Hanley and Clayton Road. I hope that's Sexy Red's house, bro. The ancestors, they coming to clean her ass up and her whole bloodline. Damage reports continue as the storm crosses Big Bend onto Skinker and Wind Down. There are multiple trees down in Forest Park near the Science Center. There's also damage reports on the northern end of Forest Park. You dig? Look, a bug just bit me. Oh man, we on point. We out here summoning shit. Let me find out. Look. Hanley and Clayton Road, is what? Talk black to me. It's what?
To this day.
I should put the spooky music
to this
on.
day.
It's about to get spooky, my niggas. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Babylon, bun. You know what I'm saying? Babylon. You niggas don't say harp. Don't even give a nigga harp, nothing. Harp these nuts. That's the ancestors. Whenever you see shit running through certain areas, that's the ancestors. Okay? Let's just be clear. Let's stop giving away the power to other people. So then, a large dust storm swept through Illinois. You know? Yeah, Oya up in this bitch. You feel me? This is all post-Pope. Pope departed. After the Pope departed, shit started going crazy, bro. Pay attention. Now, check this out, right? Let's go down this rabbit hole. We're going to walk down the motherfucking New Orleans rabbit hole because at the end of the day, it's some shit going on and it's spiritual, right? It's some heavy fucking spiritual shit going on. And and we bearing witness to it. Real talk in real time. So we're going to go down the New Orleans timeline, right? Because there's been a string of events that have been taking place, ladies and gentlemen, in the parishes, right? Shout out to Blue Pillar. We came to New Orleans and we did MAGA Fest Destiny, right? We was like, hell to the nah. This shit is on some winning room type energy. It's about to turn up. We went out there in the Super Bowl and we was like, let's get the cauldron and let's start cooking, niggas, because the energy coming out of New Orleans, that hoodoo voodoo type shit, it's gonna be lit for 2025. That's the time that it's on. Even our good brother Ross Ben prepared us, right? So boom, this is the first event. This is a story that went viral, right? Coincidentally, before Sinners came out. And then right around that time, this was a viral story on TikTok. Look, we at 666. What are we doing? Somebody call up motherfucking Bobby. Look, the brother that was driving the pickup truck set it off, right? Because when you talk about spirit possession and when you talk about entities and when you talk about all of these things, the telltale sign of what this year was going to be about was a motherfucker on Bourbon Street in the same place where people say spirits walk. Ghosts are walking. The living dead is walking on the motherfucking strip, my nigga. In the French Quarters, you got fairies. She was a fairy. What a fatty. Work her daddy. And you got haints. You got fairies. You got demons. You got werewolves. You got warlocks. You got all of these things, and people be trying to act like this shit is not real. So you have the paranormal, right? Running through French Quarters, and especially post Katrina, running through Mardi Gras, running through New Orleans, all up and down that bitch, and then somebody goes ahead and sacrifices 13 human beings or 13 bodies and whatnot on the beginning of this new fiscal year and whatnot. So boom, this story, that was gaining a lot of traction right before the movie Sinners came out and was putting people on to demon possession through, they were telling it through the story of a vampire, but they're speaking more so about vampirism, demon possession. People, they talked about the haints in there. They talked about the vampires in there. They talked about the KKK, which is an occult organization, and they do rituals and they do sacrifices and they have possessions and they do consecrations of inanimate objects and whatnot, right? That's why they were cutting off body parts of people who they were unaliving during the quote unquote lynchings, because they were taking the body parts and they were putting them in mason jars, and those mason jars are inside of their quote unquote mansions, or they're inside of their plantations, or they're inside of their plantations turned into motherfucking resorts. They turned the plantations into resorts, right? And we be wondering why shit don't be clicking for us. They turn a plantation into a place where you could get married to a Becky, word to daddy type shit. And I would say, well, one down, how many more to go? You know what I'm talking about? How many more to go? These YNs, nigga, they bored this summer. They need something to do type shit. I think every YN should be forced to watch the last scene in Sinners where homie was gunning down the KKK. Yeah, I'm talking about. Bring them niggas to Stone Mountain. I will deputize them. Word to daddy. I will deputize them. I will lay hands on them. You know what I'm talking about? I will deputize. I will give them purpose. You know what I mean? They turning plantations into Airbnbs. You understand? That is a fucking problem. I didn't even know it was that bad. You know what I mean? I didn't even know it was that bad. So for summer camp, the YN summer camp, let's continue.
Have you ever heard of the elbow voodoo?
No.
You never heard about this?
No.
Why you're not supposed to touch other people's elbows?
No, what?
Oh, you never heard of this?
No.
I thought you know this. So in voodoo rituals, there's one specific thing that you have to avoid. It's rubbing elbows with somebody. And it's crazy. There's this video that went viral on TikTok, and it's of this guy. He's in New Orleans. Now, I don't know if you know about New Orleans like that, but
how many people know about rubbing elbows? A chick tried to rub her elbows to mine at one of the festivals. Huh? Who knows about rubbing elbows? Like I said, this is some shit that they supposed to be teaching us at Ellis Island. This is some shit that they supposed to be teaching us in grade school. This is some shit that they supposed to teach niggas in the airport before they get into America, nigga. Never rub elbows with nobody. Y'all be on your little Twitter dates. You be on your little Tinder dates, and you be with the Beckys, and they be like, let me rub your elbow against mine. And they be trying to play, you know what I mean? It's weird in these streets. So the saying, right? This whole Diddy shit that we looking at, right? With the trial, niggas wanted to rub elbows with Diddy at the Diddy party. Niggas wanted to rub elbows with the white folks at the all-white party. Niggas want to rub elbows with people who are above tax brackets. All of these thirsties that be on these dating shows that be like, oh, I need a high value man. I want to rub shoulders with a rich man. Nigga, you not rich though. In no type of way. No disrespect. Every nigga's a star, but your star is just not shining that bright right now. You want to rub shoulders with who? You want to rub elbows with who? So that the whole programming in this culture is having us literally rub shoulders with strangers. They literally told us to rub shoulders with other people. Come to find out, rubbing shoulders is the illest ritual ever. You need you a girl from New Orleans. They would teach you this shit quickly, my nigga. We need emergency teaching out here. Shout out to Bobby. Shout out to Panic. Shout out to Azazel. Shout out to all of the metaphysical occult teachers. Shout out to Pascal Beverly Randolph, Black Herman. You know what I mean? We need protection.
There's a lot of people that practice witchcraft, voodoo, all these different things. He's trying to convince a stranger that he can tell him his future. All he has to do is rub elbows with it. The whole purpose of it and the reason it holds so much danger is because if you rub elbows with somebody and somebody that knows what they're doing with it, they can switch their destiny with you. No so it's called a destiny swap.
What the?
It's called a destiny swap. So imagine you're back in elementary school. Whoever you're sitting beside, you rubbed elbows with, you might have swapped destinies with that person.
Yo, I definitely had one of those moments too. Definitely had one of those moments.
Come on, man.
Destiny swapping is real and it can be done. Y'all saw the viral video of the man in New Orleans trying to bump elbows with the tourist. Yeah, he was trying to destiny swap with him. And it's so good that the man didn't. Destiny swapping is literally when somebody is trying to swap lives with you. Some shadow people can see the light that's actually within you more than you can, and they're trying to do things to get that light. And the bumping of an elbow is like opening a portal or...
What the helly? What the heliante? Niggas! I done bumped a few elbows. What the helly? They got me. You know what I'm saying? I look. They got me, nigga. I could recall clearly a whole crew of baddies wanted to bump elbows. I'm like, let's go. Got them.
Opening a door. Elbows in past history represent a hinge to go different directions. Also, that includes shaking hands and giving people hugs, so be very aware. Use your intuition and lean on your discernment, because everybody ain't bad, but everybody ain't good either. Now, how to protect yourself.
Nigga, if you see me on Stone Mountain, I'm going to be with Gene Deal, nigga. No more hugs, respectfully. No more elbow bumping. No more hugs, no more. Nah, I can't even shake you niggas' hands. I'm going to be with Gene Deal, security. I'm going to be with Gene Deal, niggas.
From destiny swapping and being protected of these people, places, and things. If you feel like this is happening or this is about to happen or you're in that moment like that man in New Orleans, you need to utilize the Psalms combo, which is Psalm 70 for protection and Psalm 65 for progression, because that person tried to come in and stop you and take what was yours. So you put those together to protect yourself and go along your journey. And yes, the entire chapters. And not only that, if you feel like this has been done to you, you could take the names of those people and include them in those verses. So while you're reading, protect me from this person, don't allow this person to take this from me. You get what I'm saying? But be very sure that they are doing that to you, okay? Peace.
So, as we saw in the movie Sinners, when he tried to read the psalm, that shit ain't work, right? So Ryan Coogler went and did his remake. He went ahead and did his research, right? He went ahead and did his research, and he's like, yeah, nigga, that's not gonna work. You feel me? So they carry salt in their pocket. If somebody bumps you, if somebody rubs up against you, you throw salt over the back. That's what, and you're supposed to back out of shit. You don't walk out of a quote unquote establishment in New Orleans and in places that are haunted and whatnot. You back out of a place because the spirit does not like to see you face to face, right? You back out and you keep the salt in your pocket. You keep salt on you when you go into venues, when you go into these games, when you go into these places, when you go on and you go to Africa, you go to Europe and you go on vacays and whatnot. And what are they doing? They're bumping elbows with you. What are they doing? They're high-fiving you. What are they doing? They're fucking hugging you. You go on these cruise ships, you go in the airport, you go to these islands. That's what they're doing, bro. They out here destiny swapping niggas. And then you wonder why you be going back. You got to go and lay down and whatnot. And you feeling drained. And you feeling like somebody done tapped into you. My nigga, they just did. Let's continue. This shit is, we just getting started.
It's Friday night and time for the most absurd stories of the week. First up, that haunted doll that used to be kept in an occult museum at the Warrens' house in Connecticut is now on tour. A number of years ago, Zach Baggins purchased the doll, and now it is on a national tour. Its first stop was in New Orleans. Why would you bring this doll to New Orleans? The day after the doll was brought to New Orleans, a couple miles away, the Nottoway Plantation, one of the largest and historically most brutal sugar plantations, burned to the ground. I mean, she is a redhead after all. Doctors can no longer just ignore women's complaints about how IUD insertion is painful. Meanwhile, a woman who went into a Georgia hospital at 9 weeks pregnant and was shortly thereafter declared brain dead has been kept alive for the last 3 months. The state's abortion ban says that they cannot take her off life support even though she is brain dead and the viability of the fetus is questionable. This is against the family's wishes and honestly against humanity. Next week, owners of NFL teams will vote and decide if NFL players will be allowed to play flag football in the 2028 Olympics. Former FBI director and the man who pretty much coined the term "but her emails" is being investigated for a threat against President Trump. James Comey posted a picture of 8647, which some people think is a threat to President number 47. Though 86 in restaurant lingo typically means that we're out of something, not that it's been assassinated. Tiffany Trump had a baby, and it turns out that $400 million flying palace is maybe not quite as luxurious as Trump put it out to be. It's being reported that the Qataris have been trying to sell the plane, which was made in 2012, since at least 2020. Yeah, I didn't realize this either. The plane was made in 2012. There is significant improvements to technology and luxury comfort since then. And the Qatari royal family upgraded their plane and didn't want to pay the maintenance or storage fees on this one anymore. So it had been a joke since like 2022 that they wouldn't be able to sell it and they'd have to gift it to someone. What's one more gilded turd for the Trump administration's ever-growing collection? Here's your weekly picture of Rita and Dottie. They are closer than ever, and they spend most of their time wrapped up in this banana taking naps. And when it comes to bananas, there's an update on the report I did yesterday saying that you shouldn't put bananas in your smoothies. It's okay to put bananas in your smoothies if you're not trying to extract the nutrients from the fruit that you are also putting in a smoothie. So, looks like we're back to being able to put bananas in our smoothies. Boy, was that a rough morning for me today. I'll just eat fruit separate from the smoothie, or not worry about getting the nutrients from the fruit when I put the banana in the smoothie. The banana and the protein powder and the milk in the smoothie are the most important parts to me anyway. That's it for me. It's only 3 p.m., but I'm going to cut out early because...
Yeah, get out of here. So, this right here, ladies and gentlemen, this is Annabella, right? This is Annabella the doll, okay? Now, we just had some conversations the other day. about these movies that I don't watch anymore, right? Or not even anymore. I just don't watch certain types of horrors and quote unquote movies that they put out there, right? Because I'm like, yo, that shit right there is demonic. That's not like Jason and Freddy and shit like that. They just switched over the years and they just went a little more occult and a little more, you know, demonic with it, right? And I noticed that movies like Annabella was part of that, right? So Roy, who says he's addicted to corn, right? He says, yeah, you got to watch that with Henny and a blunt. Yeah, my nigga. Well, yeah, you are making the point that Hellraiser was definitely crazy. A Pinhead in them and Candyman, certain, you know, God damn it, I come from the era of Poltergeist and Damien and the Omen. We got cursed enough with our horror movies. Why do I need more? That's just what I'm saying. My hard drive is already filled up with demonic shit. I don't need no more. You know what I'm talking about? That's for you young niggas to go you get your daily doses of some demonic shit. I'm just good on that. So Annabelle is a consecrated Raggedy Ann doll, right? That is possessed, right? It's a Raggedy Ann doll that is possessed. And they had that bitch in a museum and they were like, yo, don't take her out the museum. Now, it was the Annabelle doll was going on world tours before and whatnot. Okay. You said Henny is corn from Haiti. Oh, man. The Lorraine couple, right. So it will go on tour with the Lorraines, but they know how to deal with it. Right? But she dead now. The lady is dead, and they went ahead and took this motherfucking doll on the tour. Now, it went to New Orleans. The next place that is going to is San Antonio, Texas. It was a San Antonio, Texas up in the audience today when I did the roll call, my nigga. I'm praying for y'all. I'm praying for y'all. And they warned them, yo, keep her in the museum. Don't take her out. Now, we've talked about, I don't know if we talked about it lately, but we talked about consecrated items, right? Consecration, right? Like they have that in Africa, right? On the continent, they got the shit to be dancing, right? And it's like the hairy shit. I remember it from the Bugs Bunny commercials, right? The big hairy shit, and it be dancing and whatnot. And then when you lift it up, there's nothing underneath that shit, right? So in Africa, right, and also in the Caribbean, they have consecrated items, right? These dolls get quote unquote the small hats have something called a golem that they make out of clay and they breathe life into it, and a golem could literally be a crash out. You know, when you hear stories about somebody that bodied a motherfucker, then they just jumped the tracks, or they bodied somebody and they just jumped into traffic, or they bodied somebody and then they bodied themselves, and they'll never show you that person. Yeah, sometimes those are golems and whatnot. They're like zombies in a sense. They're created out of clay. So now you have these things, these consecrated dolls. So the stories of Chucky and all of these other things, this shit is not a new story. This goes back into folklore and whatnot. It's a updated version of some ancient folklores, right? Child's Play, Pinocchio type shit. Yeah, dude from The Hobbit. There you go. Type. You know what I'm talking about? They could send them to your location. Yes. They can send them to your location. Yes. The golems do hits, my nigga. The golems do hits. You was watching Tales from the Hood this morning. Oh my goodness. I don't watch that no more. I don't. So let me keep going because I don't want to scare nobody. Annabelle said that she's connected to all of the demonic dolls and she has 200,000 souls in her. That's what they brought out the fucking museum, and they brought her ass on tour. Okay? So, of course, when we're looking at dolls like Annabelle and whatnot, we have to keep in mind that these dolls were probably dolls that they were, you know, passing around plantations. So whatever the consecrations that are going on with these Raggedy Ann dolls and the Annabelle doll, chances are it has something to do with babies and melanated people and, you know, just a lot of people that they were knocking off. Okay. So here's a story on it. The Conjuring film universe is based on a Raggedy Ann doll that was supposedly cursed and haunted. The doll's story, as told by Ed and Lorraine Warren, paranormal investigators, involves a series of strange occurrences and the belief that it was manipulated by a demonic entity. She on a Beyonce. They got her ass on a Beyonce tour. Cowboy Annabelle. Her ass is on a motherfucking Live Nation tour. Okay? And they braces, and the minute they bring her to a place, that place starts fucking going bonkers. That shit start going ape shit type shit. You know what I'm talking about? I don't know how long this motherfucking tour is finna last, but somebody needs to cancel the tour. They need to give her the same fate of Bobby Shmurda, nigga. Cancel the tour. Only 10 tickets sold, little nigga. You little zesty ass nigga trying to go on tour, you little zest ball. You need to go find your fucking manhood, nigga. How about that? Before you go on tour, go get some shit legit. Anyway, the doll's origin and supposed haunting. In 1970, a young nursing student received the Annabelle doll as a gift. Shortly after that, she and her roommate experienced strange phenomenon, including the doll moving around, leaving notes and a chilling presence. A medium consulted by the roommate claimed that the doll was inhabited by the spirit of a deceased girl named Annabelle Higgins. The Warrens later concluded that the doll was not possessed by a child spirit, but was being manipulated by a demon who used the doll as a vessel to interact with the world. Right? Come on now. Come on now. A nigga's Teletubby possessed. Imagine your Elmo possessed. Imagine that. Imagine your Elmo possessed. Remember the Elmos used to talk? You pull the string and that nigga start kicking it. Imagine that. The nigga's leaving notes. They said the doll was leaving notes. After that, I'm done. What the fucking notes? What did the notes say? What did the notes say? The owner, yes, the owner said under all circumstances, do not move the doll. And then the owner died. The owner says, do not move the doll. Islam says, don't give dolls to child. Now, the dream, the movie that did me in as a child, I got done in. It's like 3 or 4 movies that just did me in to this point. I probably have to still heal from my trauma. It was a movie about fucking dolls. I don't even remember the name of the movie. This was like in the 70s, my nigga. No, I saw the movie in the 80s, but I was a little jit. But the shit was so spooky, bro. It wasn't The Exorcist. Nah, it was about a doll. It was about some shit like this. It was a doll movie. And it had me, I was a young, impressionable whippersnapper. And it had me traumatized. For real. And yeah, when Elmo came out, children was spazzing. When Elmo came out, people was getting epilepsy. When Elmo came out, they had to recall because it was an issue about Elmo. But ain't nothing fucking with Annabelle, right? So the Warrens took possession of Annabelle doll after receiving a tip from a priest who was familiar with the case. They believed that the demonic entity was looking to possess a human host and intervene to prevent further harm. The doll was placed in a glass case at the Warrens Occult Museum in Connecticut. The New England Society for Psychic Research, founded by the Warrens, is now managing the doll's tours. You stupid, retarded ass. We should, yo. Somebody needs to sue their ass. The Annabelle doll has become a significant figure in the Conjuring film universe with its own series of films exploring its history and the dangers it poses. The films often depict Annabelle as a demonic vessel manipulated by the demon. Come on, man. The fuck? Shit crazy. Where them fans at? Where them fans at? The doll is being displayed by Ghost City Tours. Are you dumb? What the hell? Ghost City Tours. You niggas are playing games with us. Imagine if some niggas had a fucking Ghost City tour and they was bringing voodoo dolls all around white plantations. Imagine if they had voodoo dolls and they was dragging it all through the evangelical South. Nigga, you would be on a tree somewhere. You feel me? Nigga, you'll come up missing. They're not playing they ain't playing out here with this stupid shit. But we let them play in our face. We let them do some stupid shit to promote a movie. Nigga, what? And then you think that women and men take their children to see Annabelle. That's right. Why they not taking Sage on the 50-state tour? They need to take whatever tree is birthing Sage, my nigga. Whoever grew Sage, my nigga. They need to bring a rosewood-sized sage tree and just drive that shit through the 50 fucking states. Give it to 3D Nazi, the girl that is living in her fucking trailer, riding the fucking around across the borders. Put the sage on top of her van, and let's just where the truck drivers at. I met one or two this strong, and yo, I'll be listening to the park. And nigga, take the sage. Let's just start saging America. You know? Shit crazy. Annabelle is inhabited by the spirit of a child named Annabelle, but the Warrens said that it was a demonic entity using the doll as a conduit, right? So there's consecrated dolls right now. There's consecrated dolls in this world right now that have entities that people have summoned up through blood rituals, the killing of birds, pigeons, roosters, goats, and humans, going all the way up that ladder, starting with a motherfucking mice, going all the way up to human beings, my nigga, cows, bulls, rabbits, ducks, goats, nigga, lambs, heifers, and all the way up to humans. And the dolls are consecrated, right? Meaning that they infuse or imbue spirit or entity into inanimate objects. Facts. Yep. Chucky was a scary doll movie. Chucky possessed mad niggas in my generation to be demonic. How about that? Chucky possessed mad people from my generation. Bushwick Bill looking ass niggas, right? Chucky possessed my people. They possess young children who I went to school with and grew up with to become psychopathic serial killers. That was the Chucky spell. You feel me? What do I think about antiques? I think that they should all be heavily saged and whatnot, and they should be read by pendulums and readers who could tell you if any of these antiques have any type of demonic entities or spirits on them. That's what I feel. I'm not about to go and, oh, let me go and buy some vintage shit and just put it in my house without cleaning it. And I know that this shit came from the older 1900s, 1800s. Come on now. I wouldn't say that the dolls need to be disposed if they're owned. No, I'm not saying that, because it's not like the average doll that you're buying from, you know, a toy store has a possession. No, they consecrate the dolls. It is done on purpose. It is done intentionally. It's not just it's like Skeleton Key. Who saw the movie Skeleton Key? One of the best movies about occultism. It's a few movies, but Skeleton Key, which takes place in Louisiana, is a motherfucking classic, right? And it's going to show you, and it's going to give you a little bit of information. It's done in a way, the way that they told the story, that they could jump souls, the same way that nowadays they're trying to take consciousness and put it in another body, like transcendence. They were doing stuff back in the days where they were transferring the spirit of the slave into the slave master. So you got the slave master running around, but he got the spirit of the voodoo. He got the spirit of the quote unquote root worker and whatnot. You know what I mean? He got the spirits of the root workers. He got the spirits of some of the slaves who were able to swap out with them. Right? So those and rainbow serpent, rainbow serpent, that was deep. Rainbow serpent was deep. Skeleton Key is deep. Jacob's Ladder is deep. Like they give it up. They show you in certain things. Yeah, they had their leg, but the crossroads, you know what I mean? That shit was deep. Serpent of the Rainbow. There you go. Dealing with Haiti, dealing with the zombies and all of that type shit. They had my nigga from the Sprite commercials and that. Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil. Feel me? So what we're going to see a lot more, right? Keep in mind, the Super Bowl took place in New Orleans this year. Kendrick, halftime show, Play the Game, Uncle Sam, epic shit, New Orleans, Super Bowl. So that energy was like emitted into the rest of the states, right? Philadelphia, the Eagles and whatnot. You know what I'm talking about? Hurting them niggas, winning the Chippington. Yeah, Serpent in the Rainbow. Yeah, Angel Heart was fire, where Robert De Niro was the devil and he was piping the girl from the goddamn Cosby Show, fucked her whole life up. You know what I'm talking about? Lisa Bonet never was the same. You know? Never was the same after that. She threw a whole fucking career away just to be an Angel Heart. Let's continue. Where them fans at? Where them fans at? Got me ready to do the motherfucking square dancing and shit. New saint, new pope. She got Lenny Kravitz pregnant. That's right. She got Chloe Kravitz now, right? The daughter took over. Yeah, Bill Cosby, after Angel Heart, he was like, man, she can't work in this city no more. She let the motherfucking devil piper on film. She was Halle Berry before Monsters Ball, right? She was Holly Berry before Monsters Ball. I have to put that whole Lisa Bonet shit into context because if y'all wasn't around, y'all don't understand how crazy that was when it happened. That was an incident in the culture when it went down. Niggas was like, "What the helly? What?" But then we definitely had to go see them. Wait, she getting piped? Okay, let's see what's going. It was almost like when Homegirl Playboy when her Playboy shit came out. She was the fucking darling of everyone. Vanessa Williams. She was lit, my niggas. And then they dropped a Playboy magazine, and everybody was like, "What the areola? What the helly? What the?" And it was never the same after that. You know what I mean? That vampire, Hugh Hefner, sunk his fangs into her. Hollywood, and by way of Robert De Niro and Hollywood, sunk their fangs into Lisa Bonet and did what? They took her energy. They took her essence. They snatched her youthful essence. They took her. They destiny swapped her. They destiny swapped Aaliyah when she did that movie with Lestat. I bet you if we go and see a behind the scenes, we need to go into Blockbuster Video and watch all the behind the scenes videos and see if white people playing with niggas' elbows. You know what I'm talking about? Let's interview all of these niggas from where are they now and be like, "Yo, do you remember a night at Studio 54 when y'all was sniffing lines and the nigga rubbed your elbow instead of your leg?" He's like, "Yeah, Clive Davis did that." Yeah, go figure, my nigga. Got him. But anyway, Ghost City tours, right? They out here dragging their nuts through your city with a motherfucking demonic doll. You know what I mean? I need citizens arrest, my niggas. How about that? Yeah, tickle me elbow. Citizens arrest. Tickle me elbow, right? So tickle me elbow is the Trojan horse to tickle me elbow. How about that? See how slick they play? Tickle me elbow. Oh, let's play elbows too. Tickle me elbow, nigga. Yo, I swear, all of y'all thoughts that got me on the first date, all of my Tinder dates that made me rub y'all elbows. I promise you, I'm coming for y'all in a tinted Uber. They said Annabelle is coming. Oh no, not to Dallas. They already crazy out there. Oh shit, what the hell, nigga? Annabelle is coming to Dallas. They might as well send Annabelle to Memphis. Is Annabelle going everywhere that is ratchet, nigga? Nigga, Annabelle is coming to NBA Youngboy's house. People were dapping each other with elbows. It just, I mean, hey, doesn't it explain what the fuck is going on in life? White people are so bold, I bet you they had an elbow fest. If we dig deep enough, if we go into deep research, white people are so bold, they had a motherfucking, they had a goddamn elbow fest. They had a motherfucking elbow loser, nigga. They had an elbow motherfucking Woodstock. I know that they did. I'm sure I could do the research. Just give me time. You know? These niggas had an elbow fest. Yes. What are we doing? Shit is crazy. This nigga NBA Youngboy is going on tour. He's going to come out with the Annabelle doll on you niggas, man. This is all demonic possessions. Can you see it? Because I can. I can see it now. I can see it clearly. You know what I'm talking about? A medium. Okay. So, yeah. So, they're going to San Antonio, Texas next. Just get ready. Next stop, San Antonio, Texas. Are the motherfucking Spurs in the playoffs? Because these niggas going to start breaking ankles and legs. Where's Tim Duncan at? Somebody check on Tim Duncan because they come into San Antonio. What the hell? Okay, she's been banned. She's been blamed for scratches, strange whispers, and attacks. And now the haunted doll known as Annabella is in New Orleans. The infamous Raggedy Ann style doll, believed by some to be possessed, is on tour from the Warrens Occult Museum in Connecticut. This marks her first ever visit to the Crescent City. Nigga, whoever took down that plantation, go see the Occult Museum, niggas. The fuck? It's too close to Boston, right? Whether you... Oh! Did Boston just lose in the playoffs? Thank you, Annabelle. The fuck? Whether you were introduced to Annabelle through the Conjuring movies or you know about real life Ed and Lorraine Warren, the Annabelle doll is one of the most famous haunted items in the world. Unlike the movie doll, Annabelle is an allegedly haunted Raggedy Ann doll. Ed and Lorraine Warren obtained the doll in 1971 after a student nurse and her roommate contacted the one. We know enough about them, right? We did a fucking deep dive on the Warrens and their doll, right? And immediately, yes. So yes, they had the dolls in Lovecraft, right? Remember, the dolls came to life. The dolls came to life. Huh? The dolls came to life. Annabelle versus the New York Knicks fans. The New York Knicks fans are so savage at this point that she will lose. She will fucking lose. So, all right. So now we established the fact that Annabelle is in New Orleans. Now let's go through a motherfucking New Orleans. Let's go in the trolley. Let's go down Bourbon Street. Let's go on the New Orleans tour. So the first situation that took place up in that bitch the day after Annabelle pulled up in New Orleans is that the Nottoway plantation caught motherfucking fire, right? The Nottoway plantation, the biggest plantation on the planet, niggas. Annabelle versus 100 YNs. I'm done. Yo, while I'm doing this, somebody make the prompt, please, man. Make the prompt, man. Go on fucking Grok or ChatGPT. I need the visuals. I need the visuals. Oh shit. The doll movie was Trilogy of Terror. Oh, I gotta write this down. You might be helping me in my healing. Cause I literally gotta watch the movie again as an adult and heal from that trauma because I was traumatized as a youth. The shit gave me nightmares forever. It was so spooky to me that I don't even remember the plot. I just remember it was dolls and they were porcelain and it was scary. When is Mardi Gras? It already passed. So this is a plantation and they get married in this bitch. This is an Airbnb, ladies and gentlemen. This is an Airbnb, ladies and gentlemen. You could Google it. You know I ain't lying. Right? You know I ain't lying to you, right? This is an Airbnb, niggas. You could smack a Becky's cheeks in a motherfucking plantation, nigga. You feel me? And call on General Patton. You feel me? You could call on the same way that Stone Mountain, where we gonna be going on a mountain, it got plantations on it. It got plantations on it. Look, a word from our guest, y'all. Y'all clap it up for Sharif in the building. He said, peace, everyone. Deepest apologies. One of my students broke his arm and I'm at the ER with him. Sharif, please ask your student if he has Annabella in his house because that'll give it away. You know what I mean? Anything dealing with Annabelle, if he watched The Conjuring last night, if he got Annabelle keychains, anything Annabelle, we know why the motherfucking arm is broken. But do your thing, man. We do your thing. We here, King. We here. We gonna cook. We gonna cook, right? Stay away from them dolls, man. So right after that, There's a situation, right? 2 miles away from the French Quarters in a motherfucking jail in New Orleans, right? 10 inmates escape. Most of them are murder suspects, right? And all of them niggas is Geminis. So there's word in New Orleans that this was not no regular escape. They said this escape has voodoo written all over it. What you mean, Red? What I mean is these niggas literally was invisible for hours. And they wrote on a toilet bowl too easy, right? They pulled the toilet out of the wall, and behind it was an opening. After they pulled the toilet out, it was literally an opening, and they all jumped through that shit. But they said that these niggas were literally invisible to the authorities for hours. What the helly? What the heliante? What the helly berry? And then this little nigga went on live. One of the escapees, he went on live. Let's see what's going on with the young YN.
I hit a bag on my boys. And I'm about to go with a 2. Get up with me. Alright. You fresh out, huh? Fresh out of jail. Stop playing.
A few moments later.
So Annabelle is in the French Quarters. The inmates ran to the French Quarters. They locked 3 of them up already, and all of them got locked up in the French Quarters. So you live in New Orleans. You escaped jail. Why the fuck would you go to the French Quarters of all places? That's like in New York, breaking out of Rikers Island and a nigga go to 40 Deuce to hide out. What are we talking about? Yeah, his ass was outside. Now he inside. So New Orleans is lining these little niggas up. They put 20 bands on their head. This is the city of putting money on niggas' heads, right? This is the city of bounties on your head, right? This is the city where NBA and all of them, Rob 40, yeah, they put bread loaves on your head. Terrence, Killer, Hot Boy, right? He talking about he got 40 hats, right? This is the city of killers. So as you see, that's them in the dorm helping other inmates escape and whatnot and breaking them out, right? Crazy, right? Crazy. But they were saying that somebody might have helped them. Now, I've said it on many occasions. NBA YoungBoy is dealing with the highest form of voodoo coming out of Baton Rouge, right? I don't think he's a snitch. He's dealing with the illest form of voodoo that I've ever seen. But he got the money to pay for it. And I'm not just talking about the fact that the nigga will catch he caught a federal charge. This might be a 7th charge or something. They can't hold them in jail. They cannot hold him in jail. He's dealing with some type of motherfucking you can't put me in jail voodoo, right? And he got the money to pay for it. Not just the jail part. It's the staying alive part. It's the how are you managing to stay alive through all of that beef you niggas was having, right? That's the shit that makes me feel like there's some shit going on with them, right? But check it out. That's all of them escaping. They damn near broke the fucking whole jail out. What the hell?
That all of my guap, that all of my ops end up in jail by summer. So if you think I won't tell, oh well, I'm gonna. So check my track record. Timothy, he's in jail. Brittany, she's in jail. The Johnson family, the whole damn tree is in jail. My point is, I point the finger so much you would think I'm reading Braille. Why is that? No, let me finish.
You said not only him? Yeah, not only him. So yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, that's some crazy shit goings on in New Orleans, Louisiana. You know what I'm talking about? We're gonna keep our eyes on that shit. The Pope, his bloodline is New Orleans, Louisiana, by way of his quote unquote one drop type shit, Creole / Cajun, right? So all of that energy that we see from the beginning of the top of the year with the sacrifice to all the way where we at right now. Shout out to Pope Pablo. Shout out to Pope Pablo, who been cooking, who been telling us the significance of the quote unquote church coming out of New Orleans and what they mean and whatnot. Fast forward to this bullshit that we see going on in America with your man Elon and Trump bringing in these motherfucking Boers, these South Africans. Phil Valentine, he broke it down on Brother Richard's channel. My nigga, they're going to deputize these pink toes. They're going to deputize these goddamn snow bunnies and these snow kings and these motherfucking Afrikaners and these Nordics. You understand? These are soldiers coming in. These are soldiers coming in. And they're going to be deputized and they're going to do anything that motherfucking Elon and Trump tell them to do. Right? So a bunch of bullshit with Elon and them covering up the Holocaust, you know, all of this stupid shit going on. Now, real quick, this article, breaking news, Russell Vought is to lead Doge after Elon Musk steps down, right? So Russell Vought, if anybody watched the lecture that we did, When in Rome, right? MAGAfest Destiny, we explained who Russell Vought is, right? Russell Vought. And if you watch the movie, if you watch the TV show The Boys on Amazon about the superheroes that are evil and whatnot with Homelander, right? The main organization that's behind all of them are the Vaults, right? It's the same spelling of his name, right? That's the Vault, right? Vault Industries, right? And yeah, it's a great show, wonderful show. I recommended that show to everybody, right? Yes, and I was going to cover that as well. The South African shit, they stole the farmland over here. There is JD Vance, going back to JD Vance and whatnot. JD Vance, right? He is financing a quote unquote company that is dealing with the quote unquote purchasing of farmland across America. And they are going to be giving these South African quote unquote apartheid alumni the motherfucking land that they stole from melanated farmers and farmers in America, y'all. Right? So it's a crock of shit going on. Project 2025 has successfully, basically, once he takes over, once Russell takes over, the Project 2025 will be locked in and it will be plugged in via the Doge, right? Via the Doge office. Elon is already pillaging things. Like it's been said on many occasions, America is being liquidated. All right. It's already been shut down. The shit has already been bankrupt, bottomed out. All these people are doing are they're coming in and they're liquidating the assets and selling it to the highest bidder. Henceforth, why Qatar, Saudi Arabia, and the UAE, they was basically throwing, Trump and them went over there. All of the oligarchs went over there, like how thoughts go to Dubai, they get pooped on. Shout out to my thoughts.
To this day.
Yeah, to this day.
To this day.
To this very day.
To this day.
A few minutes ago.
To this day.
Yeah. So they went across seas and got tricked on, right? They was shooting the gun to shoot the dollar bills on them. They was baby oiling Elon, Peter Thiel, right? Jeff Bezos. They was rubbing Trump's nipples with the baby oil. That's what y'all saw take place in front of your face, and you couldn't do nothing about it because think about it. Imagine, pregnant pause. Imagine if Barack Hussein Obama got him and Michelle, it's Michelle, right? Got on Air Force One and went over to Africa, Lord forbid the Middle East, with a name like Hussein, went over to Asia, and they was giving niggas planes. They was giving him a grill, iced out, all princess cuts. They hit the nigga with the Hope Diamond. Feel me? They was giving him stone. Oh, Michelle. Oh, nah, here. Met Gala. Designer, bags of it. Right? Give her some red bottoms. Like, imagine if they were showering them with all type of gifts. Right? Imagine. What the fuck would people, what the hell? They would be doing impeachments on him before he even got back. But when the white man do it, a nigga with 36 felonies, right? With rape charges and SA charges, rape charges. I'm sorry with the TMI on the Trump nipples. My bad. You know? But yeah. Wow, I like that. Haints and sheep's clothes. What the fuck? Y'all be coming with these bars. Y'all be coming with these bars, bro. I promise you. Lord have mercy. So, shout out to y'all that knew that it was the same bird and whatnot. But it's crazy out here in these streets. You feel me? And we assume that Donald Trump could just go around the world and take gifts and have these people pledge all of this money. What did he say? Like 3 trillion? And none of that shit is coming to us. None of that. Nobody was like, yeah, I'm feeling the niggas in America, Trump. We finna cut a check, like break them niggas off. None of those conversations. To be honest with you, if you know how Saudi Arabia moves, Donald Trump went to Saudi Arabia and was like, give me some money to lock these niggas up. That's what those conversations more so was about. I need some bread to lock these niggas up. We gonna put the AI on these niggas. We about to put robots in these hoods like Memphis and Chicago. And that's where they got that money from. That money is not for anything with Negroid, there's no pro-Negroid DEI checks being cut to you. You got to get on and move around like Shorty that went to Pakistan. You gotta, you know what I mean? We gotta assemble the Black Avengers. Free Diddy, nigga. Free Diddy, because he's one of the only people that could go to Saudi Arabia and get a check. I'm playing. But think about it. Think about it. Bro, where could we get the merch from? We will have a commercial break in a minute because we do got new merch. Think about it. What did he broker? He brokered more prisons, more foreign prisoners, more people to buy Palantir. Because when they say we invest in these billions or 500 billion, please believe 100 million is going to go to What did Saudi Arabia say? They said we buying arms from America, right? I told you that the Israel thing is an open air arms demonstration. They left Israel at home because Israel could not go to the meetings because it would have raised too much alarm. Israel and America still in bed. Don't ever be fooled. I shouldn't even be saying that name out loud. Is it real? You know what I'm talking about. ISIS, Ra-El. But it's all the same thing. They're buying the weapons that they use on them people in Gaza. That's what these quote unquote UAE, the UAE is killing Africans. Saudi Arabia is killing Africans, yo. Let's be clear. They killing Africans. Them Yemenis that they killing, they got black Yemenis that they killing. The Saudi Arabia is try to go into Burkina Faso. Remember, Ibrahim shut down the same nigga who gave Trump money. He shut him down. So they got, remember, that form of Islam. They not rocking with that form of Islam all over Africa. They try to rock them to sleep, talking about 200 mosques. If you don't take your ass somewhere with that stupid ass nigga, you better give me 200 million. So I'm not sharing nothing that I'm seeing, no goddamn pink peckerwoods going around the Arab world. These are they should run down on them for treason. If I was a veteran and I got injured fucking around in the desert storm, or anywhere dealing with Islam or these Muslims, and y'all told me those was the ops, but you niggas get on planes and give lap dances the minute you get into Dubai and the minute you get in the Middle East, and y'all had us fooled thinking that they was the ops, yeah, treason time. That's right. You cannot forget that the whole Sahel is the Moorish Empire. It is the El Moroccan Empire. Think about it. All of those anywhere where France is at in Africa, that's where the Moors was at, because the French came and shut it down. The whole quote unquote Almoravid dynasty comes out of these areas: Mali, Senegal, okay, Burkina Faso. All of that is Moorish. Now they're Muslim and they're Sufis and everything, but that's Moorish. These are Al-Moroccans. Okay? That's why Morocco was like, yo, we rocking with Burkina Faso. We gonna rock, you know what I mean? They were showing support and whatnot, because this is a Moorish revival. This is a Moorish revival. This is what I wanted to chop it up with the old Jizzle, Sharif Ana Il Bey, with the goddamn sheik, but we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait for him to come through. Later on, we're gonna chop it up. Maybe another day, maybe later tonight. Who knows? Know what I'm talking about? Who knows? But we gotta know not just geopolitics, we gotta know history. My genius, you watching, you looking at history taking place in real time. So while people are being deterred, these devils are still doing devilish shit. Check this out. Now, this is all rubble. This is all rubble. This is the type of demons you're dealing with. This is the type of Annabelles you're dealing with. This is all rubble. People are still, right? What are they looking for? What are they looking for? What are they looking for? What are they trying to, what are they trying to really do? You know what I'm talking about? These are the same people that are going to be teaching the police in Cop City all in America. These are the same people, the IDF, they're going to be teaching, they already been teaching them, but they're going to literally be running Cop Cities. The fuck? Then, on the strong end, there was a bombing, right? Another one of these weird ass motherfucking false flags, or these weird ass, situations where you can't trust them because they weird, right? So this nigga right here is self-identified as anti-procreation, pro-death vegan. I'm gonna let you unpack that. I'm gonna let you do the breakfast on that. I'm gonna let you eat your breakfast. What the hell? right? So they went and blew up a birthing clinic, right? And this picture right here, this video, for all of you niggas, there was the Diddy trial, the falling of Diddy, the exposure of Diddy, the Diddy exposure, the Diddy expose type shit. It's the ending of an era, right? It's the ending of an era. It's the closing of a book, right? So things that you probably used to be able to do, like stunt with your pictures of Diddy on your wall and whatnot. You know, you'll go into a business like a restaurant. They got the pictures of everybody that came in there that had something to eat before. And then they will show you, oh yeah, Diddy came here. Like you can't do that no more. Like if you niggas had pictures on your refrigerator when you was at the tunnel and you took a picture with Diddy, like you might understand what it was, but your grandchildren are gonna come and be like, no Diddy, I can't stay here. Like that's no longer lit no more. So check out the what the hell he is.
What the fucky? What the fucky? What the fucky?
What the fucky? So watch out, your grandchildren is not trying to hear nothing. You can't talk your way out of this shit. They're not trying to hear nothing. They
what the fucky? What the fucky? What the
Yo, it's classic. Yo, yeah, you gotta love the YNs, bro. This generation, I seen a video with Miss Blue and King Simon. Fam, I'm telling you, this generation of fucking children is different, bro. They different. They just different. We gotta have a whole show about it. They are completely fucking different, bro. They are not from this planet. They are coming here to terrorize you niggas. I promise you. Get your shit together. What the fucky? What the fucky?
What the fucky? What the fucky? What the fucky?
Oh man. Oh man. Yo, who saw Dawn? I didn't even notice her, bro. They was like Dawn Richard, and I was like, where? There's like right there, and I was like, that ain't Dawn. Yeah, I got these people playing with y'all face. You know, we got these people playing with y'all whole likeness, peeling your face back. I mean, all kind of shit, man. No, it's more than just a nose job, nigga. I think P. Diddy gave her the motherfucking, he sent her a Zelle, and she was like, I'm gonna just get my whole face changed. He sent her a Zelle that crashed the motherfucking, he crashed her Zelle, he crashed her Cash App. He must have sent her a bag. Cause she don't want to look nothing like how she did with Danity Kane, my nigga. What the hell? What the hell? What the heliante? Nah, that's a paid off face right there. That's a face that you got when somebody paid you some to that's a paid off face. She didn't get that off of Danity Kane royalties. She didn't get that off of the Danity Kane royalty. I'm gonna buy your face. I'm gonna pay you off by buying you a new face. She did that, man. She did that. You go, girl. You go, girl. But change your Grindr profile, because that's not you. You show up to the date, niggas will say you catfishing. Niggas will say you cat. Change your name and all of that, because the Dawn Richard that we know, we just remember her looking totally different. You should change your name, sis. You be respectful. You could do that through the patent office, I believe. You could do that through Google. Change your name, because you're not even her. You're not even her. Who the fuck is that? What the hell? So let's get a word from our sponsors. How about that? let's get a word from our sponsors. We got new drip in the building. You know what I'm saying? This strong end was fire. This strong end was powerful. We were at the Malcolm X Fest, and Malcolm X turned 100. I want to talk. I'm going to save that conversation for the good brother when he comes through. You know what I mean? I want to keep that conversation unique to our good brother Sharif and whatnot. But yeah, El Malik Shabazz turned 100. Go figure. You know what I mean? Check it out. So this was us. This was us at the Malcolm X Fest and whatnot, doing our thing. Shout out to everybody that came through and supported the brand. You know what I mean? Supported the drip. You know what I'm talking about? Was out there snatching up the Malcolm. I sold out of these right here. You know, inshallah, I sold out of those as well. They was loving that. You know what I'm talking about? The Malcolm, the 100. You know what I mean? It's yeah. Shout out to Professor Griff in the building. He did a music. He did his thing with the music. He bodied that. You know what I mean? Yeah, I need to check out Griff with the musical thing. Soleil got him right. You know what I mean? With the poetry and with the instrumentals and everything. I'm fucking with it. I'm fucking with it. Yeah. What if Malcolm never left Africa? That's my imagination. You know what I mean? Working overtime. What if Malcolm never left Africa? Type shit. You know what I mean? If he never left Africa, this is what we probably be dealing with. This right here. You know? Malcolm's influence. Oh shit. I was showing all of that and y'all didn't even see it. My bad. Malcolm's influence, right? He would have been influencing the people, right? Let me go back. All right, y'all didn't see this. Let me show you. So this is us at the event. Shout out to everybody who came through and showed love. I really do appreciate y'all who came through. You know, we did good. We sold out as we should. This right here, the Malcolm stamped, all right? 100. Okay, then we have the Malcolm X right here. You know what I mean? On the field. You know what I'm talking about? There go Professor Griff right there. You know? So that's the Malcolm. That comes from the book that we have, the adult coloring book. What if Malcolm X never left Africa? Just think about that for one moment. What if he never left Africa, y'all? You feel me? What if he never left Africa? He was able to stay alive. And this is the Mount Rushmore of the Nation of Islam. Because at the end of the day, regardless of anything, fire broke out at Marie Laveau's house. A fire broke out at Marie Laveau's house in New Orleans. Oh my goodness, stop playing. So regardless of anything, the Nation of Islam is what forged him. You know what I'm saying? The Nation of Islam is what saved his life. The Nation of Islam is his foundation and whatnot. You feel me? That's his foundation. So we got to give him props because, you know, they were the ones who lifted him up out of the gutter. And let's say that he stayed in Africa and he was able to get his strength and whatnot. This is what we would have been seeing. You know what I mean? This is how my mind, I'm in an alternate reality. You know? I'm in an alternate reality. So in my mind, I'm like, yo, Malcolm would have been the Ibrahim before there was an Ibrahim. He would have been an Ibrahim before there was an Ibrahim. He would have did probably the moves that Ibrahim is making in terms of the nationalization aspect, what he's doing with his resources, what he's doing with the quote unquote resources of his country. That is something that Malcolm was preaching for a very long time. And, you know, his influence would have done a greater job on the continent, I feel, than it probably would have done in America. And yeah, I have a whole story that I put together dealing with Malcolm not being unalive and helping Africa receive their sovereignty over a very it wasn't even a bloody war. It was a lengthy, quote unquote, battle and whatnot, but it wasn't bloody at all. And the continent was able to rise up in ways that it never was seen before. And this man was very responsible for that, you know. So this is something, there's a timeline where that exists. You know, there's a timeline where he got a reading from a Sufi, and the Sufi showed him that he was going to be assassinated in front of his family, and he never left Africa. And the fact that he stayed in Africa, he was able to gain a lot of power by staying. And the assassinations of great leaders that has traumatized a lot of people, that never took place because he didn't make that decision. And life is about decisions. So if you, quote unquote, make one move, the wrong move will change your destiny forever, right? So his destiny, you know, for those of us that are the visionaries, we could change his destiny if we please. We could change his destiny instead of being traumatized by the destiny that they told us that he succumbed to. So yeah, here goes some of the shirts that we have on the website. I'm going to drop the link in the chat. All right, we have the new drip in the building. This is going to be our summer collection. We got the Sabi stamped, right? We got them stamped. These are the OGs, right? The Master Teacher collection. We got the Master Teachers, and they are stamped. All right, there's nothing that anybody could say or do. These are stamped. You know what I mean? Forever, like legendaries type shit. Like you could talk crazy all you want, because you know you be talking crazy, but you can never take away the Master Teachers. You can never take away what Malcolm brought to the game. You can never take away what Dr. Sabi brought to healing. There's nothing that you can do. You can never take away the masters, what Bobby Hemmett brought to the game. He solidified. He's a mountain. He's a gold statue waiting to be carved and whatnot. He's a legend. There's nothing that you niggas could say to stop that. I don't give a fuck. There's not a thing that you could do to take away the legacy of the Master Teachers. You feel me? So we are paying homage to our legends. You know what I mean? And we putting them on a drip. You feel me? And that's how we coming and whatnot, with our heads up, like, you know, real cocky with it type shit. You know what I'm saying? I love wearing my drip in the airport, in places where pale people congregate. You feel me? Because they be looking at you like you crazy. Can you order in London? Shit, you could order in Mars. We got links with the shit that took Gail and them up to the space station. You could order from Mars, my G. You know, you can order from Mars. We even got it for the youth. We got it for the young gods. Feel me? We got the drip for the young gods, not the YNs. We call them the young gods. You know what I'm talking about? For the little gods. They need to be repping. Feel me? They need to be repping the Babas. You know? Are they 100% cotton? Yes. They are 100. These are not polyester. These is cotton, y'all. You know what I'm talking about? And we got them in colors. We got them in colors. You know what I'm saying? So by time the June, the storm out end, we're gonna have a lot more designs, but shit. So in Atlanta, you know, they have the Masters in Augusta where they be doing golf. But fuck that. We the new Masters. We took that over. We the new Masters. We took that over. There's no more golf in Atlanta. We the new Masters. Yeah, so no more YN. We do YGs, the young gods. Feel me? The young gods. They're gonna know what to do with this. You know what they know what to do with the drip. The young guards know what to do with the drip. I'm about to put this on a golf shirt. You know what I'm saying? But these are the master teachers and whatnot. I'm going to have more master teachers on these, but of course, Bobby and Phil, those are my first go-tos and whatnot. And I'm going to bring more of them to the master teacher tournament. Ladies, my Mercedes fit 4 in the back, 2 if you're fat. Look, we got the racer shirts. Look, we got the racer backs. You know what I'm saying? You can let your guns out. You know, let your tattoo shine, because you know. Do I have Majay's contacts? Yeah, I do, but I don't think she's doing jewelry right now. So yeah, we got I love the tattoos, ladies. I love the tats. I love the tats. So we gonna let your tat show. You know what I mean? We'll let your tat show. So that's on the Mark 125. The prices right now for those items are at a very good price. So take full advantage. We are going to be doing we're going to be doing a t-shirt box, right? So the t-shirt box, more than likely, that's going to be ready around the time of the March when we go to Stone Mountain. But it's going to be a gift box like this, and it's going to have 5 shirts because there's 5 days in the week that you can wear all of this drip, especially in the summertime. If you're out of school, if you're out of work and you might be out of school, 5 days. We'll give you 5 days to put some conscious drip on. Out of the 7 days you could be a knuckle dragger for 2 days, but out of those 5 days, we're gonna have some fire ass t-shirts for you. The address for the KTL store right now is themark125.com. I'm doing click and order. I'm not necessarily doing brick and order. We do have the bookstore, but I don't have my clothes in the bookstore. I'm doing more of the click and order. You know what I mean? The Mark 125 is a super mall. It's paying homage to the Mark 125 from Harlem. They had all the stores inside of it. That's where Dapper Dan was at, the Mark 125. That's literally the mall that you see us in those videos in Harlem. We're standing in front of a closed down mall. Yeah, I don't do V-necks for women. They told me don't do that. So I do women's shirts. Yes, I do the women's shirts. Yes. That's what you just saw that I just had. And I also have some more fitted shirts for y'all. I got booty shorts, or what they call boy shorts, for the ladies as well. Let me see if I could go grab one of those. Those are fire. How can I get in touch with you on an email for the copper info? Hit me up right here. This is my email. Give me 1 minute. I'll be right back. I'm going to get the shorts. You see it right there, the Mark 125. That's it right there. So I'll be right back. Let me go and grab these shorts because we about to get up out of here.
Brand new purple light, brand new purple light, facts, brand new purple light, red and blue, purple light, facts. You can get to know the legend, sacrilegious, Sunday to Melanin Monday. You can get to know the legend, my love. Just open your third eye on Thursday, Lord.
Yeah, that part. So don't judge me. Don't judge me. I'm trying to see what I'm gonna put on these and whatnot, but these are for the ladies. You know what I'm talking about? Hey, for the summertime. You know, it's for the summertime. You know what I'm saying? You might need something. You know what I'm saying? We got all sizes. We got all sizes. You know? I don't know. I don't know what to put on them. Y'all tell me and I'll do it. We might even do them custom. You get your name put on. I don't know. These are not pom pom shorts. These are boy shorts. You said girly colors like pink, purple, orange. I'm taking notes. I'm taking notes. Is the 44 tops tape out? Yeah, it is. It is. You could get it on Buy Me a Coffee. And I want everybody who bought something on Buy Me a Coffee, check your emails later tonight. You're gonna be receiving a digital copy of the album in a WeTransfer. It's gonna be a WeTransfer, quote unquote, thing. They're long enough so cakes ain't hanging out. Yeah, these are not. These are the boy shorts. These are these are. I mean, I wouldn't wear those to LA Fitness. Let's just say that. You know what I mean? When I hear the word boy shorts, that's the shorts that y'all wear when somebody comes over, and then y'all be cooking and whatnot, right? Yo, I'm about to make you some eggs, vegan, of course. I'm about to make you some eggs. You want some turkey bacon, beloved? Respect. And then, you know, and then, you know what I'm saying? You know, they at the stove like Ving Rhames and Baby Boy. You know what I mean? And you let your imagination take over from there. But that's what, when I hear boy shorts, that's what I think. I wanted to let me see. Do I have Respect over here? Respect. I gotta show y'all this shit. This is hilarious. This is how we're gonna end it off, with a laugh. Respect. Respect, Grand Rising King. Respect. This right here is this is why I believe in conscious humor. I think that conscious humor is going to be bigger than the humor of the shit that you've been seeing. Like, conscious humor is the future more than conscious rap. But conscious rap is going to take, I watch when you see, take my word. There's going to be somebody that's going to come, they're going to change the shit with the conscious rap. But conscious humor is the next big thing. Mark my word. Check it out.
Peace, babe. How you healing?
Ancestral, how you healing, goddess?
Are you to know all is well, divinely guided?
And protected in all dimensions you exist?
Respect, Ashe.
What's on your crown?
I got you something today.
Respect, that was on your heart space, goddess?
Now you know you stay on my crown chakra even when I'm not in your presence.
Received in all dimensions we exist. What you get me, goddess? Oh, you know I'm working on my heart chakra.
You know I support your healing journey, babe.
You trying to quantum leap into wifey status.
And I know you on the way to your inner child healing, heart chakra activation, yoga, men's class. So I was like, let me get babe right.
Ashe, goddess.
So you can leave with love, you know what I'm saying, lubricated.
See how you care about my internal environment? When my third eye first laid out on you, I was like, you know what? Thank you, Universe. You the one right there.
It was this energy.
The way your aura was glowing and your mouth chakra was turning up when you was chuckling.
Chakra chuckling.
I know that laughter is your love language. With me, tears of joy is all you gonna cry out your third eye.
And that's exactly what I'm talking about, Respect.
Receive it.
Babe, see how you just support me, how I supported you? Verbally, your divine vocal expression is all that I need. It's like a seed planted, non-blossoming.
Flourishing, glowing, thriving.
The way you just expressed your throat chakra to me, I'm so happy that you manifested off the vision board.
Receive.
I remember the moon cycle too. It was at the farmer's market.
Okay, yeah.
That's how we met, babe. Don't you remember?
I'm trying to rock hard.
You been drinking your ashwagandha? What you got, brain fog?
No, I've been taking my lines, man.
Get in alignment.
With you, I'm in alignment.
We ain't even met our 90 market.
Let me rock hard. Oh, the farmer's market downtown? I remember.
Yes,
you had on that orange dress? It was your sacral chakra, wasn't it?
I know you ain't out here cheating on me in multiple dimensions.
Relax, no.
So maybe go in meditation.
It had you slip by crown chakras,
I'm just healing.
That's how they being 7-9. Hilarious, man. So yeah, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, gods and goddesses, Moors and Mobites, we're gonna come back with the follow-up with my good brother Sharif Anail Bey. As y'all know, one of his students got an injury. He was in martial arts training. He is a black belt Sifu. right? So he had to tend to one of his students that had a broken bone and whatnot, probably Annabelle. And he'll be back and we'll be able to chop it up. We're going to be speaking about Malcolm X, El Malik Shabazz 100, and all of the quote unquote conversations that we're going to draw from that. So that will either be mañana or the latest Third Eye Thursdays. We do have Techno Tuesdays tomorrow with Spin City for all of my techies and whatnot, all of my quote unquote my developers, my programmers, and my coders. I need y'all to be in the building tomorrow. Can I follow up with Hocus? What's going on with Hocus? What's up with that? What's up? So yeah, pull up. Make sure if you're not subscribed to the channel that you subscribe. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all hit that share button. Make sure y'all hit the buy me a coffee and show some love and whatnot. You know what I'm talking about? And we will catch up with you. You feel me? We will catch up with you. We want to say thank you for your time tonight. Peace, love, and light to the family. And we will see you very soon. All right? One. Good night, y'all.
Red, blue, purple light, friends. Red, blue, purple light, friends. Facts. Red, blue, purple light, friends. Red and blue, purple light, friends. Facts. You can get to know the ledger, sacrilegious Sunday to Melanin Monday. You can get to know the ledger, my love. Just open your third eye on Thursday. Lord, the food, the art, the clothes, the Vatican's getting exposed fast. We put the show on the road. You better stay on your toes. I was till the land focused on the ego. Then I open my heart, let go of the ego. Grand after grand, we're stacking up these C notes. Facts, facts, yeah. We gon' put this shit on our backs. Facts, facts. We in your city, pull up where we at. Facts, facts. Peace, love and light. Peace, love to the family. Peace, love and light to the family. Peace, love and light to the family.
These days and time, black man, is going to be the time that you have been waiting for. You came here for a reason. Whatever pressure, whatever adversity, whatever the fuck you feel, I don't know what you feel, but whatever you may be feeling is going to push you and it's going to provoke you and it's either going to make you or break you, similar to how pressure busts pipes or the shit makes diamonds.